Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to draw the projection of solids, and specifically for this video, we are going to solve pentagonal pyramid. We are going to draw projections for pentagonal pyramid, in which the base pentagon, edge of base pentagon is of 25 mm, and the height of the pentagon is 50 mm. It is resting on HP on one of its corner, any of the corner from base, and its axis making 40 degree with the HP. And the third point is the axis appearing to make 45 degree with the VP. So similar to the projections as we have developed in planes, we are going to solve this problem in 3 steps. First one will be for the resting on HP on corner or edge. In this question, we have to make sure our pentagonal pyramid is resting on a corner. Second step will be for the axis making 40 degree with HP, and third one will be when our axis appear to make 45 degree with the VP. Again, we are going to solve this in 3 steps. So, okay, let's start with this. Okay, in the question it has been asked the pentagonal pyramid is resting on a corner of its base. So again, what we're gonna do is, so this is a pentagonal pyramid when it is resting on HP on one of its corner from base. So it has 5 corners. So we are assuming in this video that this pentagonal pyramid is resting on this corner T, and these line which are used denoted with solid lines, these line represent slant heights. For example, you can say like okay, just a second. If for example, if this is our pentagon, so the pentagonal pyramid will be something like this. So these are the slant edges. These inclined lines are the which are connecting this corner to the stop pointers. They are slant edges, and this is the slant edge. This one, this edge, or this or this. So these are these slant edges or slant edges. So from the top view, these will also appear on the top view. So now we are using the small o for the center at the base. The center of the pentagon is represented by O, and the stop point is represented by 0. Okay, so now this is the top view when our pentagonal pyramid is resting on this corner D. Now from this we have to find out our front view. So again, I'm going to just draw construction lines. This is our central line with which we are going to define our height of this particular pentagon pyramid. And again, these corners will lie on the same construction line. So up to this point, and this one here is the individual one. Okay, so I'm going to change this to the axis line. So this is our central axis. Now I'm going to define the height with the help of this line. And in the question, it is given the height of the pentagonal pyramid is 50 mm. So just from this reference line, draw a line which is 50 mm height. So this is our height. Again, I'm going to change it to the axis. Okay. Now from the top point, you can connect these edges. So you can see okay, so I'm just going to change these edges to the main drawing because these are the solid main drawing because they are directly visible. See, this edge is visible. If we look this pentagonal pyramid from front, then you can see this edge, slant edge is visible, and this edge A0 is directly behind this edge. That is why we are only uh, representing this edge because this comes directly behind this. In the same way, this edge comes directly behind this one. That is why we are showing only the front one. Similarly, this one, okay, this one is the individual corner. So this edge is individually appearing here. Just now we need to use the terms for this front view. This point represent A dash as well as B dash, and this one is the center of the pentagon, and the center is represented by small o dash. Now this point represent E dash and C dash, and this one here is D dash. Okay, and the stop point is represented by 0, so this is going to become 0 dash. Now just change these letters to main drawing. Okay, so this is when our pentagonal pyramid is resting on a corner on HP. This is going to be our top view, and this is our front view. Now as per the question, what we have to do is we have to make sure the axis make an angle of 40 degree with the HP. So this axis is about this one, the central axis through which we have defined our height. So this is of 50 mm height as it is given in the question, and the pentagon is of 25 mm edge length. So now I have to rotate this in such a way so that after rotation this axis will be at an angle of 40 degree with the HP. So just copy this thing and move it to the right. Now rotate it by 40 degree. Okay, now just move it to the top side. Move it a bit, because in the question it is given it is resting on a corner, and we are assuming this is the corner on which this pyramid is resting, so it should stay on the reference line. So just move this and move it to the reference line. Okay, so now from this top view, now you have to make sure the angle between the axis and the HP or reference line should be 40 degree. Okay, good. Now from this front view you have to trace out this top view. First we will trace out this pentagon, because this inclined line represent this pentagon. So just trace this out first. First one is D dash, so D dash will be on this vertical line. Now D horizontal line will be from here, so this intersection point is D. Again this is similar to the projection of planes. Now second point is E dash and C dash will lie on this plane, on this vertical line, and now from here E, draw horizontal line which will intersect with this vertical line, and this point is E. Similarly from C, draw a horizontal line which will intersect with this vertical line, and this intersection point is going to be C. Now we have to find A and B, and A and B will lie on this vertical line. Now from A, so this is going to be A, and this one here, this intersection is going to become B. Now connect these points first to draw the pentagon. Okay. Okay, and this one, A, E, and A. Now what I'm gonna do is I have to trace out this top point 0 dash. So draw a vertical line, and from here extend this line. Just use this extend command. Okay, so this is our 0 point. Now you can connect this line. This is going to be a slant edge. Now I'm just going to change them first. Change them to the main drawing. Now to avoid any confusion, I'm just going to remove these construction lines. So okay, now just connect all these corner with this top point. This one, and again this one 0, and this one here is T. Now first thing I'm going to change them to the main drawing. Then okay, now when this is inclined with HP at 40 degree with the axis, the top view will appear like this. It means this is D is resting on HP, So this D is touching the HP. So it is in the downward direction. So from here you can see this is directly at the bottom of this pentagonal pyramid. So this point, the edges which are connecting this point D are invisible from the top view. So just going to select this DE, DC and D0. These three edges become invisible from the top view. Just change them to the dash line. So these are invisible edges. Now you have to find out the center line. So just create a vertical line, and from here this is our central line. So this point is 0, center of the pentagonal face. Now from here connect this line, this point with this 0. So this is our central axis. Now going to remove these lines. Okay. So going to change this to the axis one. Okay. So this is our pentagonal pyramid. When it is inclined at 40 degree with HP, this is the appearance from the top view. Now, as per the third condition, it is given the axis appearing to make 45 degree with the HP. So just do one thing, similar to the previous plane section. Just copy this thing from here. Now, rotate this so that this axis become 45 degree with the VP. So now what we can do is we are going to rotate this so that after rotation this axis makes 45 degree with the VP. So there are two ways to do this. Just select everything and rotate it with this as a reference point. So if I press 45 degree angle rotation, then it will appear like this. So again, this thing is correct because in the question it has been asked axis should be at 45 degree with the VP. So it is correct. Now another way, if you do it in a reverse order, like I'm taking this, you can take this one also. It all depends on you. You can take this or this. What we should have in the end is this axis should be at 45 degree. So previously I have used plus 45 degree. Now if I use minus 45, then the rotation is in the downward direction. This 0 dash come to the downward direction, and in previous in plus positive 5 in plus 45 degree angle rotation, this 0 is on the upward side, and now it is in the downward side because I have used minus 45 degree rotation. Again, this is also correct because in the question it has been asked the axis should be at an angle of 45 degree. So both cases are correct. The only difference between these two is based on these rotation, you have to identify which edge will be visible or which edge will be not visible from the front view, in the front view. So just okay, I'm going to rotate it by plus 45 degree. Okay. Now our this 0 corner is on the top side. Again, the angle between these two, this axis and this VP is 45 degree. So this is correct. Now just going to find out this one. This is our 0, and here from this point we will get 0 dash in the front view. Now second we will go for this point because T is the resting corner and it should stay on the HP. So from D, draw a vertical line and it will intersect with the reference line. So this intersection point at this reference line is D dash. Now again, next thing is E dash and C dash will lie on this horizontal line. So going to find out this point E and C. So this is our E, and here in the front view we will get E dash here, and second point on the same horizontal line is C. So from C, draw a vertical line, intersect with this horizontal line, and this point is C dash. So now this is our C dash. Now what we need to find is A dash and B dash. Both points or both corners are in this horizontal line. Again, draw a vertical line from point A. Now intersect, it will intersect with this horizontal line here. So this is going to be our A dash, and from B draw a vertical line, and it will intersect with this horizontal line right here. So this point is B dash. Now just connect these points A, B, C, D to create the pentagonal face. So start with this A, B, C, D, E, and A. And from A dash, connect this 0 dash. Now just going to change these edges to main drawing, and to so just going to remove these construction line so that we do not have any confusion. Just remove these lines, construction lines. Now you can easily look into this. Now just connect all the points with the top point. B dash, again this one D, 0 and E. So these are our slant edges. Just change these to main drawing. Now from the top view it will look like this, and in the front view it will look like this. Now you have to find out which one will be visible and which one will be invisible. You have to find out this thing. Okay, so this one D is touching the reference line, so this edge will be visible, and this slant is visible because it is touching the reference line. So in front this one will be visible, and this is directly above this, so this is also visible. Which one is not visible is this one, because if you look this top view, when you consider the front view, you have to look from this side, and this pentagon face is in the downward direction, so it will be visible. So this pentagonal face is visible, but the only thing which is not visible is this one. And so in the front view, this edge, this face will be visible from the, if you look into this top view from the front, this face will be visible, and this will go at the back side, this one and this one, so they become invisible in the front view. So just change them to the hidden lines. Now you have to find out the center line axis or central axis. Just draw a line here. Now from here 0 dash, O dash, sorry, this is the O dash. From here connect this 0 dash. So this is our central axis. Now remove these two lines and change this to the axis. Okay, now you can name this point. This is the center of the base pentagonal face. So just copy this thing 0 dash. So this is our 0 dash, 0 O dash and 0 dash. This is our central axis, and these two edges will be invisible in the front view. So this is our solution to this question. Okay, thank you.